Rodgers fakes the toss, takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay.
What's up, everyone? I'm bringing you another epic matchup here from Week 12. This one between Clemens and Jerry. Clemens needed this one in the worst way, and he got it. He got a huge win here over Jerry, who was looking to seize control of the second spot. Just came up short. There was like one or two questionable decisions there I looked at on his roster, so we'll kind of look in and see how that affected his outcome for sure. But Clemens took care of business here in this one. Take no credit away from that. So let's look at how this all broke down. Aaron Rodgers had 30.28 points, 307 yards through the air, 2 TDs, also had a rushing touchdown. So had a very nice week coming back from an injured toe. He's looking kind of rusty, I think, the week before that. So he's had a lot going on here. Rodgers, COVID, the toe, but he still has been producing here at a pretty high level considering. Do you know who did not produce at a high level was Cam Newton? 5 for 21 completions, 92 yards, 2 picks. He had the rushing touchdown, but without that, he probably would have had less than a point. Yeah, it's a rough day for Cam Newton. It's especially rough here for you, Jerry, because you benched Matthew Stafford, who I think was reported to have like 25 different physical ailments that are going on with him pregame. So I don't know if that maybe scared you off him or something or what, but he put up way better numbers than that. I think like 20, 27 points, I want to say. So that definitely would have got you the win. So I know you probably beat yourself up after that one. But Cam Newton, he played well the week before that. So I think you're just kind of going for the floor. You're just like, I'll get something decent, but Cam just fell all over the place, fell flat on his face for your roster this week. Nick Chubb had a terrible week here. Only had 8 carries, 16 yards, 2 catches, 23 yards. So the Browns just could not move the ball. Usually they can run the ball, even when they're having a bad day in offense throwing it, but they could not do anything right against the Ravens. So that equates to a 4.9 point fantasy day, which luckily didn't hurt you this week, Clemens, but that's definitely scary, because Chubb usually puts up big numbers, but I think it's more of an anomaly than anything. Damian Harris had a nice touchdown here against the Titans, had 11 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown, also had a catch for 12. So Damian Harris still maintaining that stranglehold in the backfield. Although sometimes you feel like with the Patriots, you feel like, oh, well, who's going to go off this week? But, I will say the most consistent running back has been by far Damian Harris. So very good day for you. See, James Robinson had 11 points, very down week here. There's a plus matchup against the Falcons. He should have probably, ate a lot more. But he got the touches, just couldn't really get into the end zone, which I think limited his upside here. 11 points, still solid, but it probably could have been more. You see the Damian Hilliard. I think his first name is Damian. Damian Hilliard, I'll call him that. Had 12 carries, 131 yards, and a touchdown. Also had a catch for 2 yards. He had a fantastic week here for you, Jerry. He kept you afloat for sure. He had a big run. I was like, oh, this one might be a week winner for Jerry. He pulled off like a 50-yard run there against the Patriots, but then nothing well really happened on your roster after that one, man. Unfortunately, that was probably the high point. Hilliard, nice pickup, man. He might be someone you can start, down the stretch here. If he turns into the lead back there for the Titans. They shipped out old man Peterson, so you never know. Jacoby Myers had 12.3 points, 5 catches, 98 yards. He's been very, very good all this season. No touchdown this week for you, Clemens, for him. I know he had that big celebration a couple weeks ago when he had his first touchdown of his career, but he's still getting decent action there with Mac Jones throwing the ball to him. Tyler Lockett, I don't know how he got 11.1 points, but he did, because that Seahawk offense looked terrible. He had 3 catches for 96 yards, so he caught some deep passes there from Russell Wilson. But other than that, the Seahawk offense was terrible, especially DK Metcalf. For me, he was god-awful. You needed a touchdown or so from Lockett, and that might have made the outcome a little bit closer for you this week. But and then now I'm looking here at CeeDee Lamb. He pulled a Sarah. He sat someone who's inactive on Thanksgiving. That's a no-no. Come on, Clemens. You know the rules by now. You're a veteran. You can't be leaving people in your lineup that aren't playing. Albeit I think he wasn't like called out until like an hour or so before the game. So I'm sure you're, family and eating and stuff. You won't worry about CeeDee Lamb. You just assume he'd play, because I think he was practicing leading up to the game, but with a concussion, but he just he couldn't get ready to play. But luckily it didn't hurt you though, man. So all's good. So Keenan Allen had 12 points. Very solid day for him. Evan Ingram had only 5.2 from the tight end spot. Logan Thomas only 4.6. So very average numbers there. Adam Thielen had a huge day, 62 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. All he does is catch touchdowns. So I think because of that, he kind of puts up similar numbers to Justin Jefferson every week just because he catches touchdowns. Even though the yards and the targets aren't where Justin Jefferson's are, those touchdowns keep him as like a wide receiver 1-ish, like a low end receiver 1, high end 2 every week. And also Brandon Ayukin having a huge rebound to his early season woes. 11 points in this one, had 3 catches for 91 yards, carry for 4. So he might be relied upon even more with Deebo Samuel missing a couple weeks here for your Niners, Jerry. So I'm sure you're hoping he gets more targets his way. Mason Crosby had 12 points from the kicker spot. Excellent day for him. Michael Badgley had 7, very respectable. And finally, the Dallas defense only had 5 points against the Raiders. And the Texans put up 6 points here against the Jets. So decent average day. So again, congratulations to you, Clemens. You keep the playoff hopes alive, man. Good for you. And Jerry, you're in a 4-way tie here with myself and Manolo and Ruben here for the 4 spot. So keep the good times rolling, man. Your playoff hopes are still well in reach. So just finish strong, Jerry, and Clemens. Hope some things fall in your place here, so you can have a chance here at the end. So good luck to you both.